Yeah, hey, John, good evening. We've got a lot of updates for you here in this developing story. We'll start with a new directive from Israel's Home Front Command. This is the organization linked to the military responsible for communicating to civilians here. They are telling civilians in the Golan Heights, also in Israel's southernmost city of Eilat, and in some smaller cities and towns close to the Negev desert, to stay near bomb shelters, an indication that Israeli officials believe this initial wave of drones is going to target the northern and southern parts of this country. We also at this hour are reporting on a new statement from Iran's permanent mission to the UN. There was a post put out on X, and as we speak here, you can actually hear an Israeli jet going overhead. But there was a post put out on X by the Iranian government through their permanent mission to the UN. That post read that they have conducted the matter, saying it could be deemed concluded, an indication that Iran wants to try and contain their response to the Israeli strike earlier this month on the Iranian consulate in Damascus, Syria, that killed 7 members of Iran's IRGC. The question now is whether or not the Israeli government and military will accept this event as over. Remember, these drones have not yet reached Israeli airspace. We don't know the true extent of the attack yet. There is no indication at this hour, despite reports in Iranian media, that the Iranians have fired ballistic missiles. There are
Special report. I'm Weijia Jiang in Washington. A major new escalation in the Middle East. Tonight, Iran launched an unprecedented attack on Israel. It involves dozens of drones launched from Iranian territory. A first. This is in retaliation for Israel's bombing of Iran's consulate in Syria earlier this month, which killed a number of senior leaders of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard. Earlier today, Israel shut down all school activities in anticipation of an attack. The United States has been helping Israel tonight, shooting down some drones. There is significant concern that this could widen the ongoing Israel-Gaza war to more of the Middle East. President Biden returned to the White House earlier from Delaware. CBS News foreign correspondent Imtiaz Tayeb is in Tel Aviv. Imtiaz, tell us what you are seeing and what you are hearing on the ground.
Weijia, an extremely worrying night here in Israel, where in the last hour alone, we've heard the sound of sirens and loud booms, including in areas right across the country, which has just rattled so many people after dozens of drones and potentially missiles entered Israeli airspace. In fact, I believe we have some footage of that. Again, you can hear the sound of sirens blaring, and you can see some of those interceptions. Now, we understand the U.S., Israel, and the Jordanian military intercepted much of that, and so too has Israel's incredibly sophisticated missile defense systems. We also understand that Israel's war cabinet is meeting in Tel Aviv here at this very hour.